Hello to all the amazing YouTube people, the Neomer here with another StarSector video. So I ended last video struggling a little bit deciding what my officer should be for my cruisers, because all the skills are new and such. In the meanwhile, I took some look at the skills, so we have a better idea now what we want. So this officer here has polarized armor. This is a really good perk for a officer who flies an armored ship. So some kind of armored carrier or armored capital ship. And well, I'm not huge into armor ships. I usually use shielded ships. So armored ship is like low tech. Shielded ships is high tech. Each one of them have their own advantage and disadvantages. Both work. I just prefer the shielded ones. So I'm gonna pass on this officer for now. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm looking for. So, ideally, I want to pick up an officer with point defense because it affects both the piloted ship and fighters from piloted ship. And well, there's the only perk right now which helps the officer have better fighter craft, right? It seems like a lot of power for carriers was moved to these two perks, which are fleet-wide. It affects all fighters and all ships with fighter base. So one of them is well, both are pretty good. But that's on me now, on my character. So I cannot train officers in this anymore. So what I'm looking for is point defense. So the fighters from piloted ships have easier time taking down fighters and missiles, because fighters and missiles will be the biggest threat to my carriers anyway. So this will let the carriers defend themselves more easily and take down enemy fighters. I would like this one, increases maximum combat readiness. Maximum combat readiness is good on any ship, period. Apart from that, probably shield modulation, better shields. And from the others, system expertise, so the ship recharges their ability faster. There are some pretty cool abilities among carriers. One of them has the option to increase the firepower of their fighters, so being able to regenerate faster, that ability is good. Some others can teleport the fighters back to them, and all kinds of useful things. So, system expertise, field modulation, point defense, combat endurance, maybe even housemanship. I mean, speed is not the best stat for carriers because they're not fast anyway, but there is a fast carrier I like, and this would be useful. So at least some of these to start with. Definitely not this one. If I take this one, that I would go for a low-tech Dominator. Well, not Dominator, Legion, or whatever the low-tech capital carrier is, and I'm just not a huge fan of those. And I think officers can also pick up one of these here. So all the combat skills probably, and one of these, and everything else is just for me. And these two, they're for weapons. So perfect carrier I have in mind is something with very strong defenses and good fighter craft, not some kind of mixed high-ranged weaponry, rocketry, stuff like that. So I'm not interested in missile specialization either. So a carrier, it's gonna be a pure carrier. So once I see an officer with possibly helpsmanship, combat endurance, field modulation, maybe point defense, yeah, surely point defense and system expertise, I'm gonna pick it up, and that's gonna be Melganor. Until then, we're gonna wait. In the meanwhile, I would like to pick up another skill for my character. I went through the skills, and some of them are pretty amazing. I'm just gonna say a couple which I like. These ones are pretty good for how I play at the start with bunch of small ships. Wolfpack Tactics. A fleet that acts with one mind makes those pretty formations so beloved by senior desk officers. A wallowing beast begging to have its throat slit. Cut loose hounds that we may be wolves again. So, plus 20% damage to ships larger than frigate if frigate, and plus 10% damage to capital ships and cruisers if destroyer. And plus 50% seconds peak operating time if frigate and plus 25% if destroyer. I like flying small, fast, nimble ships, and I'm gonna be doing that a lot, so I'm gonna be picking up Wolfpack tactics here. If you would prefer to like fly bigger ships, then this is probably not the choice for you. Then maybe go for, well, this one is good in general. 15% maximum combat readiness for combat ships. Combat readiness is amazing. The more you have, the better a ship will do. It will do more damage and be faster. It's not a huge bonus, but every little bit helps. So this one is also amazing. Definitely a picker. I'm gonna pick it up at some point. And other than that, this one increases the speed. This one increases the damage. You can go for that one also. A maximum of 240 or less total combat ships deployment cost means that if you exceed that amount of deployed ships, then the combat bonus will be smaller. So it has like a cap. Once your ship, your fleet becomes very big, it will start giving less and less. My total fleet size right now is 40, so, and yours will be very low at the start as well. So that's a really good starting perk. Tactical drills, Wolfpack tactics, and crew training. Picking up any of these is really good. You can also go for pretty much any of the combat ones. Well, maybe don't go for ballistic weapons if you're not flying something with ballistic weapons, but yeah. I could also pick up combat endurance. That will give me plus 15% combat readiness and plus 60% more peak operating time. So if I continue playing like I did so far, with flying one ship mostly, picking up enemies one by one, that one would also be pretty good. But for now I'm just gonna pick one. I wanna think a little bit more about what I want to do. I can tell you what I'm not gonna take. I'm not gonna take any industry perks. They are really good, especially if you have losses in combat, or if you're flying a fleet where you don't want to care about losses in combat, then this one is really good. This one here is amazing. All your ships are almost always recoverable if it's lost in combat, so if you're afraid of losing ships, go for this one and pick up some of these on the way. Maybe this would be pretty good for the first playthrough. So going industry rewards in general, having beaten up ships, having ships with D mods, having ships with very high armor, low tech ships in general. So if you're going low tech, industry is really interesting. There are also some perks helping the industry, obviously, but that's gonna kick in a little bit later. But anyway, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into this industry and why I don't like it, like maybe 5 or 10 episodes in. But for now, I'm gonna be picking up coordinate Wolfpack tactics. I think that's a pretty cool one to have. It's gonna increase your peak operating time and deal more damage to bigger ships. Early on in the game, any ships same as your size should be easy pickings because you will be fighting mostly pirates, and this will give you that little bit extra oomph against bigger ships. Okay, that's gonna be it. And now I'm gonna continue questing and hopefully find an officer with one of these perks that I want for a carrier one day. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna take out here. Gonna save the game. So I believe last time we picked up another quest from Sebastian. Okay, and that one is we have to acquire artifact in EOS Exeter system. That's the system governed by Ludic Church, and we're gonna be talking with one of their terrorist sub-factions, the Patters, and we're gonna be buying an artifact. It should be an easy way. It should be like go there, buy the thing, get back. So ideally I would leave most of my ships here so they don't drain supply, but it's not that much and it's a little bit hard on micromanagement, so I'm not gonna do that. I will dock though and check the prices of fuel. 25, do they still hate me? No. Okay, so they're like, sure, buy everything you want of the black market, we're not gonna care. So we are going towards the Epiphany and Chalcedon right now. They're both Ludic Path and they pay a lot for supplies, so I would like to pick up some of them. Let's see, converted hangar, expanded magazines. Well, nothing of that interests me a lot. Some more lasers. We did order some though, but I'm gonna picking them up anyway. Railgun, no. Air pulse lasers, sure, let's try some of those. Mining lasers, I think, are pretty bad. Light mortars are ballistic. Sabot SRMs, well, I want some sabots, that's for sure. Okay, how are we doing? Still minimal, that's fine. Typhoon Reapers, these are big ones. And we have any ships which can utilize that, very good. Okay, Epiphany pays a lot for these as well. However, I am buying stuff off the black market, so probably somebody will approach me and say, hey, what do you got there? And I'll be like, oh no, I have drugs on. But you're not gonna like that. So where are the cheap supplies then? That's what I wanna know. There's some in Nova Maxius Independent. Also, so I'm looking everything on the left, right? So if you check out this price lists, it says which star system and in what direction and how far away is it. So we are traveling like westwards towards, well, Canaan basically. And well, anything on the way there. Let me check how far are we actually going. Important. Okay, we're going to Eos Exodus. So that thing is what? 7.8 light years away. So anything in that direction with 7.8 or less would be interesting. We also have a bounty here. We might drop in and do some pirate hunting as well. Okay, well, since the prices in that system for supplies are pretty high right now, I think I can spare to buy some at really high price. So how much would it cost? 131 for all 300 supplies. That's not too bad. Even if I don't sell it, that's like a decent price for supplies, so let's go with that. And now we have still minimal. Okay, let's check out the food and stuff. Well, those are all normal prices. So if an item has like a green price, that means it's cheaper to buy. If it has red price, that means it's more expensive to buy. So, although these are decently priced. Well, better said they're in need or in excess. But well, paying 184 for recreational drugs is pretty good. Let's see, high. Well, I cannot store them. That would be a nice trick, wouldn't it? Okay, we have to bail now real fast, so that's what I'm gonna do. So this thing here, oh, there's no fast picket here, it seems like. So we might be able to escape here. Let's see where we are going towards. So there's the Galactia station. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, they're not gonna follow us. Okay. Well. Oh, where's the storage yard actually? No, that's in the different star system. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Let's speed up the game a little bit. Yeah, okay. So I have to remember, next time I come here, they're probably gonna wanna scan my stuff. I'm just gonna teleport out. These dudes will also probably wanna scan me, because right now these Galatia thinks we are smugglers, and well, we did buy stuff off the black market, so they are right. I'm gonna go there next, so I'm gonna be picking up some supplies from there, hopefully. Then I'm gonna bring all of that. Ludic pod cells active, Agrius size 5. So these are terrorist cells. We don't care too much about them unless they're on our own planet, and well, we don't have any planets, so okay, let's check out this system here. I would like to go to not sure to which planet actually. Let's just go anywhere then. Let's check out these independent planets. So Nomius and Agrius, and I'm gonna buy some stuff from there. Hopefully they have some cheap supplies we can sell in Chalcedon, where we are going. How long until the bounty is done, by the way? 22 more days. I would like to get a juicy bounty off of them. I'm gonna leave and turn my transponder off and dock so they don't know who I am, so we don't increase the suspicion here on the black market. Heavy armor, insulated engine assembly. There are a lot of mods which cater to very specific playstyles which you can pursue. So for example, this one, you can like reduce the ship's sensor profile by 50%. So if you want to be very hard to notice, you can like use this spec on all the ships. But I don't know, probably just not worth the hassle. Oh, we have a lot of supplies actually, I just realized. Okay, gonna sell a couple back. We lost money there, but never mind. Let's just sort this out. Also, I wanted to like refit my ships just a tiny bit. So my wolf here, I'm not huge fan of these SR armor rangers. What really causes us problems is are the shields, so we're gonna put some sabots here. Sabots are really good against shields. Also ion cannon, really good once the shields are down, not really good before that. So I'm gonna put a IR pulse laser on. There we go. So that's something we're gonna try to play with a little bit. Also, let me see, can I move like this ship? No. What if I go to the fleet? So I'd like to put my wolves next to each other here so I can more easily put them in line. There we go. Well, actually, this ship is flown by Niovi, and we are flying this one. So let's. I already put myself in a ship I like to fly. Pulse laser, IR pulse laser. Okay, that's cool. Let's do that one as well. So we're gonna have identical wolves here. All of them really fast. Oh, we have the graviton beam as well. But I don't have other. Let me just show you how cool that weapon is, by the way. It's really cool weapon. So I'm gonna run the simulation and I'm gonna play against one of those rust buckets we fought before. So remember how we like had to go in and out and stuff to fight them? Well, this weapon has a very long range. So you can keep damaging them while staying out of reach. It's pretty great against anything that doesn't have a, how do you call it, that doesn't have shields. But not very good if they do have shields. It's also pretty precise. So, well, I'm not doing maybe the best job, but like in the hands of, okay, so now he's like, okay. He's like, okay, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So it's like in the hands of the officer or just an AI, it will be even better. They will not miss with this weapon, I don't think so. So you just slowly and surely melt away while kiting them. It would be better if I also had like 2 tactical lasers. They are a little bit weaker than the graviton beam, but they okay, how long till we go through your armor, dude? You're pretty tanky. Well, this is like the downside of this weapon is that it doesn't do much damage, right? But its upside, it's like insanely big range, basically. Like I'm way out of reach of this dude, and he's like hopeless here. Cannot even, and that's one of the faster ships in the game, by the way, what he's flying. So. Anyhow, now we broke through the armor. Gonna start chewing through the hull. So the yellow numbers is the armor damage, and the red numbers is the he's playing really well though, trying to go back and forwards, like trying to like tilt us a bit into getting too close, but to no avail. So yeah, yellow damage is the armor damage, and red damage is the is the hull damage, and well, it's almost out of armor, so now the armor damage will start going down like crazy. Now we can start doing some proper hull damage. This did take quite a while though, so when I was like starting to play this game and I was pretty bad, I was equipping all my ships with this weapon, and I was just staying out of range of all the enemies. So this is all I did. Like for hours and hours I was just doing this, like staying max range and circling around the enemies, like, and I was always picking fights which did not have a lot of shields. Biggest downside of this weapon is that it doesn't cause hard flux, and that means that if enemy has the shields up, they can still remove flux even with the shields up. So if they have better shields, if they have better flux generation than this graviton beam does damage to their shields, you could basically not do anything to the enemy, right? And that's the biggest downside. But then you just bring numbers. You equip 10 wolves with this weapon, and well, it's like a laser light show. Anyway, I'm better than that now. I mean, I can still like do some of these. Some very specific fights are trivialized by these weapons, which are otherwise pretty hard. We might get to those at some point, but for now, let me just do. So, if you check the graviton beam here, it does 100 damage per second, and our preferred weapon. Let me just. I don't know if we have another one here. No, we don't. But let's say here we can see this one does 300 damage. So. This one does 3 times as much. It also uses more energy, I think. This one uses, what, 300 flux to keep up, and this one 75. So this one is very efficient. It does very little damage, but also drains very little. So it's a very, very specific weapon. Anyway, I'm gonna put. Can I put IR lasers here? Oh, I actually can. That's interesting. Well, I'm gonna put a heavy blaster back on. This one is absolute beast. Problem is, if you miss with this one, it also uses like huge amounts of flux. If you miss with this one, it hurts a lot. It also costs a lot to mount, so it's one of those weapons. I'm gonna put that down and put like, I don't know. This one's gonna be a bit weird. I'm probably not gonna take it into fight a lot. Well, maybe as a scrappy helper. So I'm thinking here, I could have one of the frigates go like without point defense. Do I want to fly something without point defense? I could, right? So I could go with IR lasers here. That's a bit scary though. Let's see how that feels. So let's go against one of those. We do have an enemy though, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, so I got a couple of IR pulse lasers on. Let's see how well they do. I'm not gonna fire my main one. Okay, so the range is pretty bad. Well, that's mostly because I also don't have the, what do you call it? Well, they're fine. Well, the biggest problem here is I don't have any point defenses, so if I get shot by rockets and stuff, well, I have problems. I do have like the... Okay, let's go closer. Yeah, that's quite nice damage. Precision could be better, that's for sure. But well, certainly much faster than with the graviton beam, that's for sure. Okay. Let's also talk about one more thing. So each one of these weapons has damage type. This one is energy. Energy does 100% damage versus shields, armor, and hull. So it's overall very balanced weapon. If we check some other weapons in my cargo, for example, you have ballistic weapons. Ballistic weapons do more damage to shields and less damage to armor. So these are better against very well shielded enemies. to destroy their shields and then slowly go through armor. And then you also have like explosive weapons. I don't know if I'm gonna find one here. Okay, so for example, this rockets, they do 200% damage versus armor and 50% damage versus shields. So usually energy weapons are like, but there are also like other types. This one sucks for anything except the hull, the fragmentation type. And then, I don't know. High explosive. Okay, for example, so this is a ballistic weapon, which is high explosive. So this is like, ballistic basically means it shoots bullets. So this one shoots bullets and it goes into a ballistic slot and it's good against armor. And this one shoots bullets, it's good against shields and goes into a ballistic slot. So also you have energy weapons, which can be all kinds of different types. For example, graviton beam is very good versus shields. That's why it sucked so much against that dude which didn't have shields at all. So this is an energy weapon which is good against shields. Then you have energy weapons which are like all-arounders, like my pulse laser. And yeah, so I'm not gonna go into more details right now. You just need to know there are weapons which are like good all-rounders, and that's what I usually use. And there are weapons which are specifically good against shields or armor or hull. And there are also ships which rely on armor or shields. So depending on what faction you fight, you might take that into consideration. So we have an officer here with a damage control. I really don't like this one. So this one is very similar to the other one. Basically, it's for the ships with a lot of armor and hull. It works on low-tech cruisers, that's for sure, but I don't want to fly a low-tech. Okay, talk to the woman. Okay, they want me to do what exactly? They need an agent extracted. Well, we cannot do extractions, bombardments just yet because we have a small fleet, and we don't have any marines. We cannot do raids. Okay, we did the market, right, with that. Okay, well, in the end, what did we even do? So we have 2-point defense frigates, okay, and we have one which is full damage, and then we have one with a big blaster on its nose, okay. Well, that's fine. Cool, let's continue playing here. I'm gonna do a save. I think I'm gonna do a bounty. I could go and grab some, well, I'm actually full, so I have no more room. So I'm gonna go here. There's a bounty for 22 more days, so hopefully we can catch at least a little bit of it. 22 days, that's enough to maybe do a fight or two. We'll see. It also depends, like... Okay, custom production order is completed, so now we have a whole bunch of interesting things we can pick up at Asconia. So we bought a lot of weapons from a weapons merchant. Okay, so nothing except this one has a time limit, so we're definitely going here. Wondering where though. Let me see, can I see the system? I cannot see the system map because they don't have the relay. Okay, I'm gonna drop in here. And let's check. Okay, so there are 3 navigation buoys, and there's like a temporary pirate base. Oh, what's that? Derelict spore ship thing. Okay, well, I would like to check that. Well, problem is, if I check that, I'll probably miss all the bounties. A vast orbital station. Leave. Nothing there. Okay. Well, let's fly around a little bit. Hopefully find some pirates. Where would pirates be? Maybe guarding the gates. That's usually where they are. They're not guarding the one I entered at, so... Anything here? Hello? Oh, there's something there. That looks like pretty easy pickings for me, actually. Okay, they are burning, I think. So as soon as that ends, we'll be able to catch them. Okay, cool. A lot of small ships. So I'm gonna pursue them. I'm gonna take command of the action. I'm gonna have some fun here. Okay. Well, for now we have only one officer, so we're gonna go in with our buddy here. Let's go. I really hope to find another good officer soon, but... And I'll probably train him inside the wolf as well. And later when we get our hands on some good gear, we're gonna transfer. It's gonna be called Malganor. And yeah, those two, Niovi and Malganor, they commented on my videos, and one of them asked, I think, and the other one, well, got an officer just by an idea. And well, if anyone else wants to be an officer, let me know. I have like 8 officer slots, so well, first come, first served, basically. Okay, ooh, this one bites. I messed that up a little bit. I did not phase out in time, but that's a tough thing. Oh, my friend came in to save the day, otherwise I would have wasted my first entrance. It's an officer's ship. Okay, well, this setup is pretty hungry actually, with the 2 AIR lasers. Maybe it's not the best, but we're gonna try it out a little bit more. I should check actually how much the lasers drain, like how much damage do they do per point of energy that they use. That's like the stat you wanna check. Well, I can actually like keep distance, but I don't think that was the issue really. All of these enemies have bullets, and I'm flying. Basically, pirates are hard countering what I'm doing. I'm doing high tech. Ships, so with shields, and well, ballistics counter that, and well, I have shields. That's about it. And they're officers, so they're a bit harder than usual. That also doesn't help much. And well, I'm flying into a salvo of bullets here. Dude, don't you dare. Come on, angels. Come on, flame. Nice. So he was about to escape, but his engines got destroyed real fast there by me. Okay, well, dude, where are we going? Anything else here? So we destroyed 2 of them. Well, let's see. Well, okay, we're gonna pick through the wreckage here. Okay, anything to salvage? Well, nothing. Well, oh, we are using an extra supplies because... Okay, so we got 2000 reward. That was well worth the effort. Potential contact, Kali Persha. So, the dude we did... the dude who gave us the bounty here, he's happy with what we already did, and or do this, whatever. And well, they're willing to work with us further, so that's nice. Anyhow, I'm gonna pursue them and engage them one more time. Well, we have a little bit less combat readiness, but so do the enemies. And I should fire my sabots. I have no idea why I didn't do it. So now this one should be easy pickings without shields or anything. Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave that one to my friend there. I'm gonna chase those which try to run away. If he dies from that with a wolf, then I'm gonna start questioning the well, everything I know about this game. Okay, that's done. And well, they are flying pretty fast away. Well, what can you do? Hopefully we catch another one. More of them escape, more costly this is for us, but so that's one of those with big guns in front, right? Yeah, but he cannot really maintain that. Look at his flux going up like crazy. Although, let me try to dodge next salvo here. There you go. I thought that's my friend. That's actually the other dude. Well, life is harsh, I guess. Life is harsh. Oh, they still did not escape. They will soon, I think, though. Maybe we can catch somebody, we'll see. No. Oh, wait, what? Why is that thing down there? I did not expect such a wonderful gift from the game. So I think one of them escaped, but the other one is here, and well, it's probably gonna die by the time I get there. That's fine though. Yeah, my dude is doing really good. Like, tactically, AI is tactically not very good. But they usually fire more precise than I do. They're way better at leading the target and such, but yeah. Okay, well, one of them escaped. I don't know if it's worth chasing it. For 1000, it might be. Problem is, I don't really have a ship that could go here. Well, actually, let's see. Let's pursue them. I'm gonna transfer command. Well, we have another wolf here, so I'm gonna go with that one. There we go. So that's gonna be 1 more 1000 cash. I mean, it's not a lot, but you have to start somewhere. And like, this is pure margin, right? So all the supplies we basically use to enter the fight, which is like 5. Don't you dare tag that. We get back by, well, strapping them from their dead corpses, and this is what I was talking about when I was saying that the AI is better than me at shooting. And we're gonna get 1000 straight up profit on top of that. Also, we gain some reputation with the hegemony, which will be very useful. That's a navigation boy, and that's really annoying because now he's gonna be faster than us. So I'm gonna tag it here. But then he's gonna run away. These are pretty fast. Maybe I should have taken a skill that gives me more speed. So if that thing goes away, then I just wasted a whole bunch of cash. Well, he decided it's time to fight. And that's good for us, so probably. Yeah, that's fine. We can vent. That's okay. I have the shield, you don't, so venting's okay in my book. Yeah, okay, I finally get a very good approach vector. And that's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really, 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 really... That was almost a disaster. Okay. So little. So little. And he's like, oh, so little, so little. Well, what can you do? That's gonna be costly, by the way. Oh no, what can you do? At least I didn't lose it. Well, that's not my primary ship anyway, so who cares, right? We can always buy another one. Yeah, that's 5 bad mods there, so... Okay, let me drop some useless things. There we go, 1000. We did not earn much there. So let's see, how long does the bounty last here? For 10 more days. Well, that's probably enough to repair my ships and engage another fight here. Would not be good if we engage a big one though. Let's do a sensor sweep. Oh, I don't see anything here. Yeah. Ideally, I would find their base, but I guess it's there, since that's the only location. Oh wait, what? There's something here. Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh, it's not at the planet, it's inside the... Okay, so how long do I have? 5 more days. So here's the problem, right? If we engage them here, we're gonna fight the orbital station, and trust me when I say we cannot fight an orbital station. Aren't you smart little suckers there? Yeah. I mean, we could try. I never try to destroy an orbital station this early. It really depends on what kind of tech it is. The opponent pursue and force a battle. If your fleet has taken... Well, I could try to kill some of the dudes. Okay. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. Stay near me and don't do anything stupid. Okay. Well, this is the first time you see the orbital station in my playthrough, so that should be fun. And it has... Like, what is that? Was that a graviton beam on a pirate orbital station? Like, for real? And it's launching a whole bunch of fighters towards us? Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Kite backwards and shoot like your life depends on it, because it does. These are some heavy fighters, by the way. Daggers, by the looks of it. Yeah, dude. No, not daggers. Oh, I forgot the name. Also, a whole bunch of bombs flying around. That's from the bombers. Bombers are piranhas, I think. Oh, can I actually see the names of them? I don't. And problem is, once we do destroy these, the station's gonna launch more, and what we really need, what we really want, are the ships which are hiding behind it. Well, this one's not hiding anymore. He's like... I mean, taking this thing down without help of the orbital station would already be hard enough, but... Okay, that hit our engines. Yeah. I think there's much we can do here. Dude, just... Not much we can do here. Okay, let's retreat. I mean, I wanted to check it out, but we struggle even against the small dudes. I don't think I ever even tried engaging one of these with wolves. I mean, I could have taken my big ship in, but then if something went wrong, the ship would die. So with wolves we can always retreat, so... Okay, I'm gonna retreat here, and that's gonna be very expensive, but hey. So I'm gonna attempt to disengage, and that's gonna be costly. Okay. Well, what can you do? You have to try stuff out. Any chance you would... Oh, you would? Is the bounty gone? It's not. How are our ships doing? That's a big mistake, dude. You cannot take us. Like, why are you coming? That's so weird. I mean, they were probably like... in a good morale, because our ships have decreased combat readiness, but... So I'm gonna start with 3 wolves here and see how it goes. We do have very low combat readiness, so it's a good instinct on their behalf, but without the station... Well... Okay, that missed. Okay, well, this one is a good start. I have no idea what my friends are doing though, because I do need some help here. Okay, oh, well, that's actually pretty good. They're smart. They're engaging things without shields while I'm derping around. So good on them, I'd say. Okay, that's a bit of a problem, that rocket. Yeah, that's gonna go straight for my engines. Oh, it will not. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's finish off this dude. Okay, what's next? Let's see. No, you don't want to fight that thing alone, so... Are you smart enough to bail? Let's see. Well, Nov is here, so I don't care for that dude. Oh, there's nobody flying that anyway. That's just like an automated thing. My poor engines. And what's that? A torpedo. Yeah, well, better luck next time. We have shields. Luckily enough. Okay, that thing is down. Good. I'm still abating the fact that... Ugh. And what kind of shuttle are you anyway? Why are you so slow? How is it going here? Yeah, he's like just... he's doing what I'm usually doing. Hiding the big ships while waiting for my fleet to take care of everything else. That's amazing, actually. I love wolves. Wolves in AI hands are pretty capable, so... Okay. Well, bye-bye that. Oh, I forgot I have sabots as well. Okay, let's take off the last one, and then we're gonna go and take the big one. That thing will still take a while to take down, but... if I'm gonna have issues, I can always bring in my own destroyer, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Okay, so he's using his ability, which means shields down. I don't like what my wolf is doing though. Okay, so this thing has like torpedoes on. What else? That's a lot of torpedoes and not much else. Okay, yeah, that's not good, but... yeah, it's really struggling. Okay, we launched our sabots here. Well, what it lacks in firepower, it regains in armor and stuff. Yeah, it's a very powerful ship. But you know, we have it outnumbered, so hopefully that works out. I'm just gonna... this thing are really destroying my shields. It seems like we're not making any progress here, but... oh, it has a rare gun as well. Fun times. But actually, like... it has a rare gun. But actually we are going through its armor slowly and surely, so eventually we're gonna get there. Also, I need to put my shields on. Oof. Should have not made the comment about torpedoes and not much else. Well, my wolves are not very aggressive here. I need them to like be more aggressive. Hopefully that helps. And now our combat readiness will start falling, which is not a good omen at all. Maybe we cannot do this, not with the combat readiness we started with anyway. But let's see. We have a good engage this time. At least it's slow. So now I'm engaging alone. Yeah, that's... well, we are making some progress here. Let me vent so we can engage at the same time. Yeah, well, the horns are... well, this is the story of 3 little piggies that could. What's my CR? That's pretty low. Okay. Let's go in. Wolf tactics, go! Yeah, well, its armor is pretty much done. We just have to go through the hull now. It's gonna be costly, but well, taking down one of these bad boys is always a very satisfying feeling. So, yeah, we cannot do it alone, dude. We need our third dude. Wait. Well, that's a decent effort. Who's gonna pay for that, eh, Niobe? What do you have to say for yourself now? Come on. This is basically like he's just like barely staying together, and we are being destroyed by our own malfunctions and such. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of supplies to get these ships up to par with combat readiness, but oh well. Oh, 34 supplies, it's not too bad. We actually got 6,000 for that, so that's not too bad. That's like 60 supplies. How much it will take to like get my ships up operational again? 18, 18, 18. So well, at least the bounty will cover for our recovery, and we did loot something, so that's fine, I guess. Also, we gained experience. Our friend gained experience. Well, what could you possibly want to do? Well, I know what. Another officer to keep us company. Well, soon, I hope. So, finally we arrive at the EOS Exodus system here. Hopefully the prices of supplies are still high. So, can we see the map here? Hello. Oh, that's the button for the map. Okay, that's Hesperus, and that's Tarcessus. Okay, I don't know if these two pay a lot. No. Chalcedon plays a lot, so we're gonna jump there next. But let's see. We're probably not gonna find an officer here because these dudes are very, very aggressive. So these are against technology, by the way. They're like, how do you call them? Opposite of technologists. They're purists or whatever. Anyhow, let's dock here. Let's talk with our friend. Ask about a certain piece of technology. Yes, I have the technology, she says with the word with odd emphasis. A curse, or is it a guilt? Let's make arrangements quickly. I had heard of knights operating in this volume, and I would not care to suffer their questioning. Transfer 74,000 credits to my comms ID, and I will have the package released into your custody. Again, they want to like get more. I think confront always works. The partner Zambrano is taken back. Do you have any idea the risk I'm taking over this evil trinket? These credits you give could never offset the violation to the secretion. She clenches a fist and stops herself. I understand we all have a spiritual connection to the creator, and though a tool of, she stops herself again, a tool, I will respect that you want to carry out an honest deal. She sighs to the letter, so as agreed. 41,000 credits. Yep. That's what was said to me. That's what the money was given to me. I cannot give you more even if I wanted because I'm poor. So a ludic path minus 65. It's gonna be a bit hard. Well, actually, ludic path we don't really care about. They're like pirates in a way. The partner nods, relieved, and says almost to herself, doing it like this will do more good than destroying some evil trinket. She likes the money, I guess. She looks up through the display with a fanatic eyes once more. I won't thank you, Captain, but I hope the stars lead you to Lut's path. She considers someday the comms go black. Your logistics officer reports a shipping pickup ping from a local crafts guild logistics concourse. A neatly packaged crate wearing a logo for the Galactic Academy and only a few scorch marks is soon on board your flagship. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna check the officer, but he's probably reckless, so... Aggressive. Well, aggressive might not be the worst thing. So, Melganor, are you aggressive kind of person? Well, hopefully. It's an independent, well, aggressive carrier. Well, if I just give it like, so aggressive carriers will prefer a range that allows the use of all of their ships' weapons, will pilot civilian ships as if they were combat ships, and will employ any fighters under command aggressively. I think I'm fine with that. I can mentor it, or if it will not work out, we can always like find a steady one down the line. Let's go with aggressive one. It has point defense, that's the biggest thing. It has like my first pick for the carriers. It will give fighters from piloted ship plus 50% damage to fighters and missiles, and that's gonna be very useful. Okay, to counter enemy fighters, which is usually my the hardest fights for me are against enemy carriers. So, okay, I'm gonna hire him. Okay, 2000 credit hiring bonus and 900 credits per month. Once the initial transfer is complete, I can be ready to board within the hour. Sounds good. Well, Lieutenant Wack Mariner. That's not Lieutenant Wack Mariner. Like, what are you talking about? That's Melganor. Okay, Melganor. Was it Melganor or Malganor? Oops, Malganor maybe? Let me check. No, it's Melganor. Okay. Really? Melganor? Yeah, Melganor. There we go. Melganor. Hello. We can mentor you. And make you steady, I guess. Mentor an officer, increasing their experience gain and giving them a wider range of skills to choose from, as well as optionally influencing their personality. Can only be done with an officer below maximum level. Well, we could make it steady, I guess. And it will double the rate of their experience gain, which is pretty good actually. And increase the range of skills available to choose from, so we're gonna be avoiding a flux. Okay. Yeah, sure. Should we also mentor Niobe here? Make sure he gets nice picks. Well, for Niobe is gonna be flying our side with a frigate. Melganor is gonna be assigned to the cruiser later on, so this one will be fine in better wider range of of abilities, so I don't think I need to mentor Niobe here. Okay, gonna finish that. For now we're gonna be flying a wolf together with me because our cruiser sucks and it's very not our carrier sucks and it's very expensive to I mean, it's kind of good, but it takes a lot of supplies to get this thing operational again. But if we end up in a very hard fight, I'm gonna transfer Melganor into our strike carrier because that's his preference, I was told. Anyhow, yeah, it's gonna be alright. Cool. Let's see, anything else here? Well, not much. There's an investor here that doesn't want to talk with us. Talk to the arms dealer. I'm fine for now. I'm fine for now. How much are you paying for supplies? Well, they're paying pretty well, but Chalcedon pays better. Can we sell these? Psst, Connie pays. Ooh, Connie pays. What? 533 for this. How many? How many can we afford here? Well, better question is how many can we carry? How much are you paying for that? Well, not a lot. I can sell that. I'm gonna sell that on the open market. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't carry more, but that's gonna be sizable profit. Can I drop something else? Well, I should definitely drop some of these weapons I'm not using. Some torpedoes, some mining lasers, some autocannons. Iron cannons might come in useful. Light mortars, yeah sure. Harpoon, MR arms, light assault guns, light machine guns. I mean, these will come in handy later on, but for now I'm fine dropping them. Swarmers, heavy machine guns, flak cannons, arbalest autocannons. Yeah. I mean, we can always buy these back when we need them. Weapons are pretty cheap in this game, although that's a hefty profit, I'd say. Well, they're not gonna be happy about that. Can I buy something to make you a tiny bit happier? Maybe. I can sell you a little bit of supplies, how about that? No. So I'm gonna be losing some rep with Ludic Church. Let's see, how are we with them? We are neutral. Okay, that's gonna be fine. Gonna repair my ships here and then we're gonna bail before something comes our way. I'll see you later, alligator. Your fast picket is not fast enough, so What would they complain about anyway? Oof, recreational drugs, that's for sure. Which you just bought of them. Okay. Well, let's go. And let's go sell our supplies for a hefty profit. And I'm probably gonna wrap this up. So we have to go Kumari. Wait, what? Where's Chalcedon? That's Tarcessus, Gilead, Asher, Epiphany. No, Chalcedon. Oh, it's also in Kumari? Really? Both of our targets are there? Oof, that's like that's like Christmas. Everything we wanna sell is in this. Well, all the bars for our stuff are in this one. So I would like to go to the pirates first because reasons. I have no idea where they are. They could be anywhere really. Let's start here. Traveling to the Kumari Kingdom, okay. So where are they? They're there, okay. Well, it was 50-50, I guess. I guess I should have went where there are two planets because that was like a bigger chance. But let's turn off the transponder. We are going to trade with some pirates. What's that? Avoiding contact? Yeah, sure. Hello there. I have some drugs for you fellows, and that's kind of insane. Oh my, 83,000 for that. How much more do you want? They want like 1,000 more. By the time I go and get some more though, they might already satisfy their demands though. So what are our chances of landing on Chalcedon here without... Well, that's good for me. There's nobody here. So different factions have like different personalities. So Hegemony would never leave their planet undefended like that. That's kind of crazy. Anyhow, oh, that's pretty expensive. So I'm risking a lot here. The price might go down at Canny. So if it goes down, paying 300 for these, it's not worth it. I'm not gonna be greedy here. I'm just gonna sell a whole bunch of supplies. How many do you need? How many do you need? 3,000. Well, I can sell almost everything then. And we are kind of rich now. We are pretty rich. I can start looking for some better ships. That's a lot of cash. How much is fuel here? It's pretty expensive. So these dudes are horrible at making things, it seems. Oh, there's some tactical lasers here. Okay, well, I'm gonna buy those. I wanna show you something. And they have very cheap food and stuff though. Umbra pays a lot for food. Do you have any cargo ships here by any chance? No. Problem with food is it's relatively cheap commodity, but still 154, it's a lot. So if I buy like 1,000 of those and sell them at profit of 100, that's like 100,000, right? If the math is right. Why is Umbra looking for food at 154? That's a good question here. That's insane. Like, food is so cheap. Why would anyone pay like 5 times as much? That's like somebody paying 1,000 for recreational drugs, right? Well, this one would have much bigger margin though, so I guess that makes sense. Here we have an energy. Oh, that's actually a missile. What was I thinking? I thought that was antimatter blaster. Never mind. Never mind. And they are low on organics, really? That makes no sense. So they have a local deficit of organics, but they produce so much here that even they are in local deficit, the price is still only 22 per unit. And I can sell it for way more. Well, I'm gonna think a little bit what I wanna do here, but I'm probably gonna buy a bunch of food and carry it to Umbra. And if I cannot sell it to Umbra, if somebody else fulfills the demand, I'm just gonna sell it to whatever. It's pretty cheap here at 34, that's almost the cheapest. I'm not gonna buy it just yet, I'm gonna save here. Let's see if you have something interesting here, not really. And I want to wrap up this video, so I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save first, and then I'm gonna make a save copy. But yeah, we're gonna continue our adventures next time. Well, we did some skill. We look at some skills. We talked a little bit about what kind of officers we want. We earned a crap loads of money, and we're gonna earn some more when we go back to the Galactia. We're gonna get 62,000, so we're gonna be kind of rich here. So I'll probably be able to buy a very good frigate. So I'm thinking Tempest here. So yeah, it's a very good frigate. It's amazing, actually. Can't wait to get my hands on it, but I have to find a starport which sells it. I think it's about 5 times as expensive as Wolf though, so... But I think we can afford it. Anyway, I'm gonna be wrapping it up here. This was a very nice haul. Very happy about this episode. We made a lot of cash. So if you're enjoying this, our playthrough here, show us some likes and subscriptions. That will make me really happy. And we're gonna be making some more of these StarSector videos because this is the game I like very much. In the meantime, I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, do something cool. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Neomer signing out. Bye bye.